I'm gonna do a disclaimer before I start this. I have cut my hair, yes, and also I'm not wearing any makeup. I just got out of the shower, so I'm not really put together. I forgot my wedding bands in the bathroom, so I'm gonna have to go get those. I'll get those after this video. But so in this video, I thought, going along with the baby journey series that I'm doing, so my daughter can look back on, or I'm just going to go ahead and tell you guys how my first baby doctor appointment went. And I might need to scoot up because my closet is also my closet is just too much. I'm fixing to go through it. I'm fixing to move my closet and go through it. But anyway, first doctor appointment, I have one of the best OBGYNs or baby doctor, whatever you want to call them, in my area, I guess you could say. He's about an hour away from me, so I do have to leave in a lot of time to go see him because he is an hour away. So I have to make sure, and they want you to be there like 30 minutes to, they want you to be there early. They want you to be at least 30 minutes early. My first appointment was June 17th. That was my first actual baby doctor appointment. A week before that, I had went to a baby imaging place just to make sure like her heartbeat was fine. This was before I found out I was a girl, obviously. But a week before my first baby doctor appointment, because my baby doctor likes to see you anywhere from 9 to 10 weeks, because like he just thinks it's healthier to see you like that. He will see you at 8 weeks. He has started getting patients in at 8 weeks now. He got me in, however, at 9 weeks, or at least we thought I was 9 weeks. So I'll just go into it. But a week before, I went to a baby imaging place, and that's just where they look at your baby. You pay for like an hour, a 30-minute to an hour session. That's what I did because I want to make sure her heartbeat and everything was okay, because I'm a first-time mom, so obviously I always have the worry that my babies are not going to have heartbeats whenever we go to the doctor. I think I'm always going to worry about that, especially my first pregnancy. It might get better throughout the pregnancies I have in my life, but this one, with being my first, definitely scared, and definitely the new feelings that you feel is just like so crazy, like you don't even know what to do. Anyway, so my first doctor appointment was June 17th, and I was nervous to say the least, because they do everything. If you guys have been to a gynecologist, like if you're a woman, you've been to a gynecologist before, or anybody that's been to a gynecologist, they know what it's like to have like a pap smear and stuff. So that's what they do the first session, and I'm sure you know that if you have kids, because like you obviously know the routine if you have kids. My appointment was at 2:30, and I got there I think at 1:30, and I went in at 1:45. So I didn't listen to the 30 minutes early rule. So I went in at 1:45. He was my fiance at the time. We weren't even married. So me and my fiance went in at 1:45, and I filled out paperwork, and then they took your pee sample, which is what they do to check for infections and stuff. So I did all that. I waited my time. It took about probably 30 minutes to 45 minutes for my doctor to see me. There's actually like 4 other baby doctors in that office. Actually, including my baby doctor, there's 4 different baby doctors in that office, and then there's just a gynecologist in that office. So there was a lot of people there seeing different baby doctors and everything. And after you get called back to you're in the waiting room about 30 minutes to an hour, depending on what day it is. Actual exam room for about, I'd say 15 minutes waiting on the doctor. So the first appointment, it's always the vaginal stuff. It's a pap smear and a vaginal ultrasound, which I'm not going to explain that. If you're pregnant, you know what it is, and if you're not, then yeah, that was basically what we did. It was just a vaginal ultrasound and pap smear, and this is what our baby looked like. He actually gave us a 3D picture of our baby, but I used it in our wedding album, so I'm gonna have to get it back out of our wedding album to put with our other baby pictures. But this is what she looked like at the time. She was a little bean. Really cute. I went there expecting to be 9 weeks, and I was actually 10 weeks when he measured me. So I was supposed to be 9 weeks, but I was measuring a week early. So he did tell me that, and he let me in on new information that I'm not going to go into exactly. He just let me in on all the information that I needed to know. Okay, so whenever you leave the office, because, you know, we got an ultrasound, talked to the doctor, he got to know you, and stuff like that, of course. Like, anyway, so it was just like a get to know me session too, just for us to be comfortable with him. And I'm very comfortable with the doctor that we have. He is a dude, so I'm very comfortable with the doctor that we have, and I'm pretty sure my husband's pretty comfortable with the doctor that we have. That's also my sister's baby doctors too. Both my sisters have kids, so that was who they use as their baby doctors too. But yeah, this is how cute she was. She was a little wiggly thing. He let us see 3D wise, and okay, I'll just input a video because it's really cute.
Those little legs down there. Here's the arms. It's moving like crazy.
Anyway, so after all that was just the vaginal stuff. The first appointment, they send you out to do your blood work. So blood work, they just test you for sexually transmitted diseases. They test you for those. They test you for low iron. They test for anything. They test low risk, high risk. I did the panorama, which is something that you're supposed to get at 10 weeks, that you can get at 10 weeks. It's knowing your baby's gender through a blood test. They take parts of your DNA, and then it didn't just tell us the gender, it also told us if she was like low risk or high risk for any like diseases or anything like premature birth or any other diseases that may occur. And she was low risk for everything, which is really, really nice. My sister actually got the card because they give you a card because you get the information in about 2 weeks. My sister got the card because we had a gender reveal, which I'll go into next video. She played a little prank on us, but we'll just go ahead and go, and I'll show you next video. But my sister did tell me that she was low risk for everything. I didn't know the gender. Me and my husband didn't know the gender. Only my sister knew the gender. Everybody found out together. But everything was low risk. And actually, the appointment after my first one was the one whenever he gave me paperwork that gave me all my blood work results back. Everything came back good on mine. I had no diseases, no nothing, obviously, because, I mean, at my doctor, they give you this folder, or at least my actual baby doctor gave me this. I didn't get it from one of the nurses. It's a folder to keep information that he gives you. Now, I'm not going to hold up what they give me because I don't know if it'll give away anything. I don't know. But they gave me a couple papers, like, on one side of the folder. Yes, it does have. On one side of the folder, he gave me patient information, which is just my information. And it's just telling about the coverage and about who works at the office and who you're seeing. And then it just tells you on and on about return visits, ultrasound exams, whenever you'll have to drink the glucose drink and stuff, like stuff that they test for. And then I have an appointment confirmation, which I've already been to this one because this was the second appointment. I've already been to both. I already went to my first 2 OBGYN appointments, or my baby doctor appointments. And then they did, in fact, give me, I'm just going to block the hospital address because it says congratulations on your pregnancy, and then they gave me a list of stuff to avoid. This has a list of stuff to avoid on it. You don't have to really see that. And then it goes suggested medicine for symptoms you may have, and then it's got the medicine that I'm allowed to take, and then some of these medicines they have in parentheses like how much you're supposed to take, and also in parentheses what stage they want you to be at in your pregnancy before you take it, if that makes sense. So, like, not what stage, but like what week. This is just the paper to tell me how much, like, certain exams and stuff are. He did give us a few things. He gave us the billing guide to the panorama test that we got, which usually panorama tests are like really expensive, but if you have any kind of insurance, there's a $45 copay, and then if you end up having a medical card, then it's free. So, like, it's like, I don't know what areas do. I don't know if it's all areas or just my area. So if you're interested in it and you're pregnant, definitely ask about it, because I think it's a really good thing. Because, like, I wanted, to be honest, I thought I was anemic until he told me that I was not and that my iron was actually good. Yeah, so they check for like diseases and sickness and stuff, and everything came back good on my end and also on my baby's end. Everything's good with her. Anyway, And then this is also a pamphlet about the test that we got done to find the gender at 10 weeks. And then this is actually just the panorama pamphlet, which just tells you what all the panorama offers. This test, it shows you what all they test for. It screens for genetic abnormalities. It identifies baby's gender. It provides substantially fewer incorrect results than maternal serum screening or other prenatal blood tests. Can be done as early as 9 weeks into your pregnancy. Poses no risk to your baby, unlike, this is it, amniocentesis and chronic Bild sampling. The panorama screens for Down syndrome, Edwards syndrome, Pateau syndrome, Turner syndrome, gender, microdeletion syndrome, and triploidy. I don't know. That's what it screens for in single pregnancies, and then in twin pregnancies it does a lot more, and I'm not going to go through those though. And then here's the card that I gave my sister. So to be honest, that was all that we did my first prenatal visit. I was so excited. I'm still so excited. I get so excited about my baby doctor. I just started so bad. I get so excited about baby doctor appointments. I actually have another one next Wednesday. Not this Wednesday. Today's Tuesday. I don't know when I'll upload this one. Today's Tuesday, and I'm go next Wednesday. They're just taking the heartbeat next Wednesday, which is what they have done my last appointment. My first appointment, I got an ultrasound. Second appointment, they just checked the heartbeat. Third appointment, which is my next appointment, they're only checking the heartbeat again. And then the fourth appointment will be another ultrasound. And then the fifth appointment will be the glucose testing, which is where you have to drink that bottle of stuff. So that is how my first prenatal appointment went. Honestly, I loved getting to see our baby. Our baby was so super small in whenever we went to just the baby imaging place, because they just had the stomach ones, and these were took with the vaginal ultrasound machine, so that's why she looks bigger. She's actually not that big. Today is actually my 17th week, so I go when I'm around 18 weeks, then 22, then I'll go when I'm 28, I think, 26 or 28. Yeah, I'll go whenever I'm 28. I'm still on every month appointments where you go once a month, and then you go 2 weeks, and then you go every week. So like, I think once you hit 36 weeks, you go every week until you give birth, and then I think it's 30 weeks to 36 weeks, you go every 2 weeks, I think. Or maybe it's 32 weeks, 36 weeks, you go every 2 weeks. And then now I'm just going once a month. So I'm going to keep on doing that until I hit 32 weeks, I think. Anyway, that's all for this video. I hope you guys liked it. But I just wanted to explain to you how my first prenatal appointment went. Since this is going to be like my video diary to show my baby when she gets here. Like I said, I'm nervous every time I go, because I'm just scared that there's going to be something wrong. But all we have to do is pray about it and just hope that everything works out good. Me and Jacob hope everything works out good. I'll see you next time.